Welcome, air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. This is Regina from Pacific Tarot, and I was inspired this morning's meditation to pull a crystal oracle, and I pulled the rhodonite, which is describing the heart chakra, the center of our being. Love is the key word. Love is a verb, so make it your most treasured action. I love this in such a chaotic, harsh, perhaps social climate that we may be living in. This is the most optimal time for us to manifest the sense of self-respect, the pursuit of our intentions, to manifest the services, the love that we have to give, to help to heal the world, to make it a better place, to harmonize the opportunities for everyone to pursue justice as truth as beauty. So I pulled the Magician card as your overall energy for this reading. This is telling me that it isn't simply enough to be creating something important or of service to others. It is important to communicate what you are building and why. It is also important to share how you're doing what you're doing. So your gift of language and communication, which is absolutely air sign characteristic, the idea to connect thoughts for people, to support other ways of learning, of communicating, of sharing information so that all people are met at their level. This is demystifying the power of creation. This is part of the power that you have as a magician. This is a way that you are embodying your service and your love to others. In the present, we have the Nine of Wands. It's interesting because you have been working at and putting all of your energy into a goal, something that is important, significant to you. It is a result of your inspiration, your gifts, your skills. And you are intending to inspire others as well as to stay motivated for yourself throughout all the trials and tribulations that you have encountered along the way. And this is underscoring the value of being able to tell this story, the story of the wounded warrior, the story of someone who is addressing their own needs by creating services and products for others, sharing the information they've gained as part of creating that community of learning, of growing, of sharing information and resources, access to resources. You've worked long and hard and you haven't always been successful, but understanding the key to telling your story, telling the story of your efforts, I believe is what is changing the tide, and you know it. You feel victory coming. Your sense of determination has only been elevated as you've understood now that it's not just important to do. You must share your story with others. In the past, the King of Cups is describing your own maturation, the ability to recognize that the difficult challenges you've overcome have made you stronger, have helped you to recognize that it is opening up yourself, being vulnerable, sharing your story of not just the difficulties, but how you've overcome them is what draws people to you, is what humanizes what seem like superhero, Herculean efforts that you make, ways in which people can't relate to your skill set, your intuition, your ability to understand, to innovate, to see future possibilities. But it is through sharing your story of overcoming challenges, quite likely challenges others have encountered, that really makes you human, makes others drawn to you, assured that you have a heart indeed beneath all that brilliance. And in the future, the Two of Cups. This has been coming up quite a bit for air signs, I believe, in particular. Whether or not this is about you building this relationship to self. This is about demystifying who you are to others. And I do believe that's a large part of the energy that I'm communicating, a large part of your concretizing, manifesting love as a service, as care, as attention to others who may think themselves far beneath you or far different from you. You're actually able to tell the story of uh, recognizing your own potential after trials, after difficulties, after challenges. And in that, you have gained the courage and communication with, connection with your higher self. That's what has helped you to deepen your connection with others, to understand more sensitively what they need in order to recognize that you share alignment to the same values, the same principles. The values, the way, not only the values and principles you hold in the world, but the way you value your gift, your contribution, the way you level your gifts at accessibility broadly to others, to recognizing that equity is key to inclusion and diversity in the world. So I feel that you are making significant connections with others on a personal level and on a professional level. In public, you recognize who you can work with and who you can accomplish something important with. If this is resonating for you, air signs, please like this video, please share this with others, and please subscribe to my channel, Pacific Tarot. And I pulled the worry card. I'm learning that worry doesn't change an outcome. I think this is really important because I do believe this is an opportunity for you to channel excessive anxiety about what it is you're doing, how it's connecting with others, into your formidable ability to connect with others. Air is communication, air is speech, air is the way that we connect with others. And when you are directing this anxiety, this worry about what you want to accomplish, your ability to narrate that, to share that with others, to communicate what you're thinking, how you're thinking about it, is an anecdote. It addresses it. It serves it immediately in a way that gives the attention to things that feel like they're not working, they're not fitting together. In the present, the Nine of Wands is clarified by another magician, very good sign, and the Empress. Well, this King of Cups, this past experience, this ability to open up to the feelings that you now value as part of overcoming some considerable obstacles, is what is helping you to value your ability to share your feelings. How you communicate your feelings to others is important in terms of how they recognize your values, what's important to you. This is about values. It's about the things you're willing to fight for and the things that you consistently work for with others, the way that you share and thus direct others in a mission towards a goal that's important to you. This is about your empowerment, understanding that who you are, your ideas are not just your power. It's your ability to attend to the needs of others. through your innovations, through your great ideas, through your fearlessness in terms of envisioning possibilities. This takes bravery. This takes love. And it is love of self, the respect of self, the honoring of self, the honoring of gifts. In the Okay, I kind of switched that around. That's okay. I will clarify the King of Cups with the Seven of Swords and the Ten of Wands. So this is describing, in fact, many of the challenges in your past. Being an outsider, that has been an absolute challenge for you in many ways. Being somehow marginal, not quite fitting in, and then desperately wanting to belong to something, to somebody, really no longer internalizing that, no longer being blocked by that. You found your place. You've worked to find your place. You found your place in your heart. And that is the brain of your body in many ways. It's the brain of your destiny. Um, Realizing that others' feedback, criticism, uh, uh, unkind words, or uh, criticism of you is not always directly intentional. It certainly isn't well intended, but it is really more an explication of the fears of others. This is not really about you being called names, being sidelined, not taken seriously as a way of dismissing your powerful ideas that you are making work in the world. The Ten of Wands is directly a result of the responsibilities that you no longer need to carry with you. You no longer need to do the work of others who don't respect your ideas, don't feel that they owe you anything or need to be reciprocal in the efforts you put forward to take responsibility for the whole. You're perfectly willing to stand up for the collective, but has it always been willing to enfold you, to hold you, to embrace you? I think not. In the future, the Two of Cups is clarified by the Three of Cups and Temperance. I think there's been a lot of challenge for you in terms of relationship around the balance between friendship and romantic love or significant love. I think you've always valued the circle of support and value and around you. You've identified a select few who consistently are there and who you may have dismissed in the past as friends, just friends, and you now understand what a valuable source they are. I think you learned in the past that these were the intimates who allowed you to be vulnerable, where it was safe and protected to share your feelings and emotions and thus to learn from them. And to learn from the experiences of others with whom you felt the same kind of protection and support for who they were. This is now your understanding that of the foundation of love, all kinds of loves. Any significant love relationship has to be grounded on friendship for you. It must be founded on a sensitivity to your gifts, your needs, as well as the capacity you have to attend to the needs of others. And this is part of a very long experience, struggle to not only withstand the exclusion, the rejection that you've experienced, but also to recognize that beating on the door has never been the way to belong. That those that recognize your value, understand your talent, your gifts, are more than willing to accommodate you, to share ideas with you, to listen to your stories as you are willing to listen to theirs. And this has gained you the opportunity to develop some grace, some composure as you have withstood all the challenges to your originality that you may be experiencing. You are a communicator at a very fundamental level. And this, again, is something that encourages you to record, document, share your story in a way that is a story for others, that allows you to recognize the progress that you've made. You've come an incredible long way, and you have, in fact, recognized that love is a process of alchemy. To become golden, you have to value the gold that is already there inside of you. I'm going to finish up this reading with a crystal oracle. And what's jumped out is the sacral chakra. This is the gemstone tiger eye. The sacral is our seat of creativity, sexuality, pleasure, sensuality, the ability to experience the world in the physical, material, and natural form. The key word is passion. Turn your fear of change into excitement for change. I think this is prophetic. I think that this is you right now. You are excited for the change that you are instrumental in bringing. If you've enjoyed this content, check out the video listed above. And until next time, namaste.